Pranam. Welcome to Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Vrindavan Dham. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Patit Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai, Radha Gopinath Ju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinama Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So we will begin with Mangalacharan. Mangalacharan is the auspicious invocation calling for the grace, the blessings, the mercy, the sidelong glances of our beloved Srila Gurudev, our beloved Srila Prabhupada, our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, Patit Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Prem Purushottam Shachinandan Gaura Hari, going all the way back to the original Guru who is Krishna himself, and his Guru of Prem, Vrishabhanunandini, Srimati Radha Thakurani. You can find Mangalacharan in this beautiful bhajan treasure trove, Shri Gauriya Gita Gucha, starting on page 1 with Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutam Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagano Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayanitti Namine Shri Krishna Leela Katane Sudaksham Audarya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tvang Shirasham Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padabjuditaika Hridni Chaitanya Leela Amrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tvang Satatam Prapadye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Gaura Preshthaya Bhutale Shri Shrimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Itti Namine Ati Marta Charitraya Swashritanam Chapaline Jiva Dukhe Sadarataya Shri Nama Premadayine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dayitaya Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Ujjvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanu गव्विरुद्धाप सिद्धान्तध्वन्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भरसम्बोधे पदाम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगव्वरायते गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्दिष्टः स जनप्रिय वैष्णवः सर्वभौमश्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्तं नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जयतां सुरतो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दं मतिर्गति मत्सार्वस्वपदम्बोजो राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्री राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेष्ठादिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमन्द्रसरसारम्भी वंशीवतत्ततस्थितः कार्षन्वेणुस्वनर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रियेस्तु नः वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियायै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Can you open this door? दोनों को क्योंकि it's not गंदी पेंट से ना।
There's some paint fumes coming in which are quite strong. Radhe Radhe, Dandava Pranam to who's there? Sudevi, Shashikala Didi, Gopal Prabhu, Ananga Priya Didi, Kasturi Manjari, Anna Flavia. What's your other name? Hare Krishna. Anu Krishna and Sudevi and Jagadish Prabhu and Jamuna Devis. Radhe Radhe. So now we will call for the grace and the mercy of Sri Gurudev. Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Page 359 in our Sri Gaudiya Giti Gucha. 359. paint fumes aren't as strong as when they were doing it right here, but they're still pretty strong. They're coming in from the back of it. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Guru Kripa Bina Nahi Koi Sadhanava. Bhajamano Bhajanuksha. Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Milta nahi aisa durlabh bhajana. Kramata hu chodah bhuvan. किसी को मिलते हैं अहो भाग्यों से हरि भक्तों के दर्शन. श्री गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. श्री गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. कृष्ण कृपा की आनंद मूर्ति. दीन जनों करुणा निदान. भक्ति भाव प्रेम दीन प्रकाशतो. श्री गुरु पतित पावन. श्री गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. श्री गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. श्रुति स्मृति इतिहास पुराण माही. तीनों स्पष्ट प्रमाण. तन मन जीवन गुरुपदे अर्पण. तन मन जीवन गुरुपदे अर्पण. सदा हरि नाम रतन. सदा हरि नाम रतन. श्री गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. श्री गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. गुरु चरणा कमल भजमन. चरणा कमल भजमन. हे गुरु चरण कमल भजमन. गुरु चरण कमल भजमन. हे श्री गुरु चरण कमल भजमन. श्री गुरु चरण कमल भजमन. गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव. गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव. जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव. गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव. प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद. प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद. प्रभुपाद. गुरु परंपरा 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 श्री गुरुदेव की जय. श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. रूपानुग गौरी गुरुवर्ग की जय. श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय. Hare Krishna. Bhajan for Vaishnavas. Microphone is here.
ओहे वैष्णव ठाकुर
Yes.
हरे कृष्ण
Oh, hey Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
ग्रंथ
I think it's
ग्रंथ हिंदी वाला दीजिए हिंदी वाला
it's page 39 in
हिंदी
this book.
हाँ वही
Nabalatrika Didi Ki Jai, Radhe Radhe.
ओहे वैष्णव
Switch.
ठाकुर
Switch.
दयार सागर हे दासी करुणा करी
Oh, hey Vaishnava Thakur, Doyaro Sagar, Edase Karuna Kori.
दिया पद छाया सुदय हमारे दिया पद छाया सुदय हमारे तुम्हार चरण धरि আমি তোমার চরণ ধরি छाया विगदामी छाया दोता दोदी छाया गुना दे अदाते
Chaya Vegodomi, Chaya Dosha Shuddhi, Chaya Guna Hodase.
छाया तता तंग दया हे हमारे पदे चितंगे राती
Chaya Sata Sangha, Deho He Amare, Boshechi Sangero Yashe.
एकाकी आमार नाही पाए बल हरि नाम संकीर्तन
Ekatiyama, Nahi Pai Bala, Hari Nama Sankirtane.
तुमने कृपा करी त्रिदा बिंदु दिया दया कृष्ण नाम दाने
Tumi kripa kori, Shraddha bindu diya, Deho Krishna namo dhane.
कृष्ण ते तुम्हार कृष्ण दीते पारो तुम्हार तकतिया
Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakti ache.
আমি তো গঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলে দায়িতা বাবা যে বাজে
Ami to Ganga, Krishna Krishna bole, dhai prabha pache pache.
ঠাকুর নরোত্তম ঠাকুর ঠাকুর ভক্তি বিনোদ ঠাকুর ভক্তি বিনোদ ঠাকুর ভক্তি বিনোদ
Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod. All Vaishnava Thakurs ki Jai. So, either for Shad Goswami or Rup Goswami or Nityananda Prabhu. We do bhajans in Kram. Yes. पहले पंच तत्व और षड गोस्वामी हाँ अब
हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত
শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শিবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ
শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শিবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ
অগ্রধ পরমানন্দ নিত্যানন্দ রায়
ক্রোধ পরমানন্দ নিত্যানন্দ রায়
মহিমনো শূন্য নিতাই নগরে
অভিমান শূন্য নিতাই নগরে বেড়ায়
অধম পাতিত জীবে দারে দারে গিয়া
অধম পতিত জীবের দ্বারে দ্বারে গিয়া
হরি নাম মহামন্ত্র বিছেন বিলাইয়া
হরি নাম মহামন্ত্র দিচ্ছেন বিদায়া
অগ্রধ পরমানন্দ নিত্যানন্দ রায় অভিমান শূন্য নিতাই নগরে যারে দেখে তারে কহে দন্তে তৃণ হরি
চারে দেখে তারে কোহে দন্তে তৃণ হরি
আমারে কি নিয়া লহ বল গৌরহরি
আমারে কি নিয়ালো বলো গৌরহরি
এত বলি নিত্যানন্দ ভূমি গৌরী যায়
এত বলি নিত্যানন্দ ভূমে গরি
আর সোনার পর্বত যেন ধুলাতে লটা
সোনার পর্বত যেন ভুলাতে নিত্যানন্দ রায় অভিমান শূন্য নিতাই নগরে বেরা
হেন অবতারে যার রতি না জন্মিল
তারে রত্না জন্মিল
লোচন বলে সে পাপি এলো আর গেল
লোচন বলে সে পাপি এলো আরো
অগ্রধ পরমানন্দ নিতানন্দ রায় অভিমান শূন্য নিতাই নগরে বেড়া
ক্রোধ পরমানন্দ নিত্যানন্দ রায় অভিমান শূন্য নিতাই নগরে বেড়া
জয়ন্তায় জয় গুরু জয়ন্তায় জয় গুরু জয় পঞ্চতত্ত্ব জয় পঞ্চতত্ত্ব পঞ্চতত্ত্ব জয় পঞ্চতত্ত্ব
Shachinandan Gaura Hari. This way or this way? Oh yes, you wanted to sing from yesterday. Sake Kalaya Gurumuda. Chalo. Or as you like for Mahaprabhu. Page 340, Radha Mohan Das, Sake Kalaya Gurumuda.
Sake Kalaya Goramudaram
Sake Kalaya Goramudaram
Sake Kalaya Goramudaram
Sake Kalaya Goramudaram Purushottam Shri Sachinandana Gaur Hari Ki. Now for Krishna. Krishna.
So many beautiful bhajans are there for Krishna. Jai Jai Sundaranda Kumar, Jai Jai Balva Rajakumar, Vande Givaradhar Balkamala, Vande Krishnam Nanda Kumaram,
माझ्यावर आहे म्हणा
Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana by Govinda Das Kaviraj.
Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanarvindare
Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaro Vindare.
Dulabhama Ajanam Sasame
Radhika.
Jaldi. Short. Which one? Make it short.
राधा कृष्ण
1, 2, 3.
प्राण
Radha Krishna Pranam by Dr. Das Thakur.
युगल किशोर
Radha Krishna Prana Mura Jugala Kishora.
ओ जीवाने मरणे गति आर नाही मो
जीवने मरणे गति हार नाही मोर.
राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोर युगल किशोर
Radha Krishna Prana Mura Jugala
कालिंदीर फुले केली कदमेर वान
Alindiro Mune Keli Kadambero
रचन विधीरा बसावा दुजाना
Ratana Vediro Yupa Oshabhoja
गौरी अंगे बचुआ मेरा गांधा
Shyama Bhuri Ange Divushwa Chandane Rasa
श्यामा गौरी अंगे बचुआ मेरा गांधा
Shyama Bhuri Ange Divushwa Chandane
कामरडुलाभ कवे विभुमुख चन्द्र या मलती मला तो हरगले वधारे तुलिया जीवो कर्पूर तांबूले ललित विशाखायदि शतशक्ति वृंद आज्ञाय करिबो सेवा चरण रसेंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दास
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasira
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासरानुदास
Krishna Sevaya Vilasho Kare Narottam गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीश्रीमार्भक्तिवेदान्तनारायणेति नामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी नित्यनामिने वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। First of all, I offer my Dandavat Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Srila Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And the same thousands of Dandavat Pranam in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga. To all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, past, present, and future, including all of you who are physically present and all of you who are virtually present, I offer my pranam. Hare Krishna. We have a large crowd here. So we are continuing with our journey going beyond Vaikuntha. But before I speak about that, we just received some news. It was posted on Facebook that Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj is in the process of ending his presence in this world. They discovered that he has an inoperable form of very, very powerful cancer in his liver, and he's now at the hospice here, Bhaktivedanta Hospice, and they don't know how much longer he has, somewhere between 3 months and 3 weeks or something like that. But he's accepted this very potential outcome. I thought it was appropriate that we sang Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhay Charana Ravindare today. Because E Dhana Jovana Putra Parijana Iteki Ache Paratitire Kamala Daljala Jivana Talmala Bhajahu Hari Parat Nitire. Our wealth cannot save us when our time comes. And we've seen it everywhere. How many people that we know, that we have spoken with, that we have befriended, that we have come close to, have departed and are about to depart. It's all around us, everywhere. Our wealth cannot save us. Our youth cannot save us. Our children, our family, our friends cannot save us when our time comes. There's only one thing that can save us, and that is where our consciousness is. Vajahu Hari Pada Nitire. If we make a firm endeavor to keep our consciousness focused on the lotus feet of Hari, of Govinda, of Krishna, then this will save us. This will be the only thing that can grant us fearlessness. Govinda Das Kaviraj is telling, Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaravindare. Oh my mind. He's praying to his mind. And it's interesting because we've been speaking about the mind. That the mind is very restless. So it is best to do kirtan. But still, all of our Guru Varga, all of our acharyas are begging and praying to their mind. Please do not engage yourself in meditating upon all kinds of things which are inauspicious or not beneficial for your ultimate progress and your destination to your ultimate perfection. If you take shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Nandanandana, then you will be granted fearlessness. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he tells that if you have a lot of money and you bury it under your house thinking it will be safe, you will always be concerned, maybe someone saw me. Maybe someone has witnessed, and they'll come in the night if I try to disturb them, if they're trying to take it from me, then they'll attack me. So always fear will be there. But if you place it into a bank account that is sealed behind very, very thick vaults and it's federally insured, he said, then you can sleep peacefully at night. So the biggest, greatest wonder that we endure, Yudhishthira Maharaj told Yaksha, is that we see it as all around us, everywhere. I mean, 5 people that I personally knew, had conversations with in the last month or so have departed from this world. And now Pujapad Sajjan Maharaj is preparing himself to also depart from this world. Immediately, he said, bring me back to Vrindavan. So he wants to engage his mind like this, and this is exemplary. He wants to be present in Vrindavan. He went for some health checkups and other things like that, and he saw that through his natural medicine, he was not getting any better. Then they went to a mainstream doctor, and they said, "No, this is quite advanced." And then he said, "Bring me to Vrindavan." And as soon as a room opened up here, he came. Same day, today. So we should understand that this human form of life is extremely fragile. Even though I'm riding a scooter every day, and it's probably one of the most dangerous things you can do in India or anywhere in the world. In America, you might have a near miss once a year. Here, in a 5-minute drive, you have a near miss 50 times in 10 minutes, really. It's like everywhere, all around, at every moment. And this life is so fragile. Govinda Das Kaviraj says, like a drop of water on the petal of a lotus flower. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada was mentioning that the petal of the lotus flower is very waxy, and water does not sit on it very easily. It does not take much to cause that drop of water to fall or to slip. And so at any moment, any small breeze can come and finished. Srila Prabhupada told that Maharaj Parikshit was guaranteed 7 days. We are not guaranteed 7 minutes or even 7 seconds. So we've always heard from our Guru Varga and our Shastras, and especially from the mouth of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, that spiritual life is like a razor's edge. When I was little, I thought it means that you have to run on the edge of a razor blade. You know, it's very dangerous and you can fall off either side. But he gave the example from Shastra. There's a word in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the verse it says, Churam. And this means that spiritual life is like a razor's edge. And the example he gave is if you're in the barber shop, and he wasn't talking about one in the West, he was talking about India. You don't have to worry about this, but we do. So you're in the shop, and they're shaving your beard with a razor blade. It's called a straight razor. One moment of inattention, and immediately cut, and you will bleed. One moment of inattention. So he's saying that we must always be attentive in our spiritual life. And this starts with attention to Sri Guru. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sarma Vandu Mui Sabhanamate. With great care and attention, hold on to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. The instructions, the teachings, the line of thought, the conceptions of Sri Guru. And don't move away from that. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada would always say that if any credit is due to me, anything at all, it is that I have not moved 1 inch away from the instructions and the teachings of my Gurudev. That I am telling what I have received from him without any adulteration. If any credit is due to me, it is because of this. And so this is the meaning of Guru Nishtha, and this is what will grant perfection. And so, recently, Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Tridandi Maharaj left. And of course, that heavily impacted all of the Sangha. I think for 2 weeks, Madhukar Prabhu was doing online remembrances and glorifications of that person. And I've known Pujapad Sajjan Maharaj since I was quite young. I mean, since I can remember. He was in Los Angeles Temple and San Diego Temple. I remember when he was in his previous ashram. I remember when he got married. I remember when he had his first son. And he was our Gurukul teacher when I was very, very young. And so he's still present in this world, but he's giving all of us a wake-up call. What am I doing with my time? What am I doing with my life? How much time am I wasting? Where is my mind? Where is my focus? Where is my concentration? Because it is not just about someone who has some disease that it may leave in 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years. So many devotees I know were given less than 6 months and they came to Vrindavan. 10 years, 15 years later, they're still running around Vrindavan. Who was it? Ramdas Prabhu from Los Angeles. He had 2 massive heart attacks. They said he should have been finished. He came to Vrindavan to leave this world. For 15 more years he was here. Radhapati Prabhu had brain cancer. And they gave him maximum 2 months. He came to Vrindavan. He was doing parikrama every day. 20 years later, still running around Vrindavan. So we don't know the miraculous powers of Vrindavan, but one thing we know, for sure and certain, every one of us will have to depart from these bodies, whether it is today or tomorrow. Sudevi and I were discussing today. When we heard the news, it hit us quite hard. And I said, we're all lining up. Which one of us is next, I don't know. It's more like an Indian lineup. Nah, no way. You know, in the West you line up and it's a queue and you take your turn, but in India, it's everyone's turn at every moment. It's an Indian lineup. Make the queue, it's like everyone's taking their cash to the register at the same time and it is random who gets chosen next. So we're all in this situation. But Krishna tells us in Bhagavad Gita, Yang yang vapi smaram bhavam tyajantyante kalevaram tam tam eva iti konteya satat tad bhava bhavitaha. Whatever state of consciousness we are in when we depart from these bodies, we will go there. For sure, for certain, we will attain to that. So we should utilize every moment in the endeavor for perfection. We just celebrated Sri Narasingha Chaturdashi. What was not discussed, at least in the evening time, was the detailed instructions of Prahlad Maharaj to his friends at school. Kumaram acharit pragyo dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham janma tarapya dhruvam ardadam. And then he gives a commentary. The entire commentary is the best commentary I've ever heard on the verse, Labdva Sudurlabham idam mahu sambhavante. What Prahlad is telling to his friends, that we have a short lifespan, and any kind of enjoyment that we can have in any species of life, we can also have in this form of life. But this human form of life is special, because it grants us the opportunity to do something that we cannot do in any other form. And that is to endeavor for perfection. So until this body is no longer useful, until this body is no longer capable of sustaining the presence of the soul, one should utilize every moment in the endeavor for perfection. Otherwise, Srimad Bhagavatam tells in more than one location, at least 2, that if one has received all transcendental knowledge, if they've received the boat of this human form of life, if they've received the captain known as Sri Guru in their life, Mrideham Adyam Sulabham Sudurlabham Plavam Sukalpam Guru Karnadaram Mayan Kulyena Nabhasvateritam Puman Bhavabhim Nataret Sa Atmaha. Who does not take advantage of the opportunities that we have been granted? It is a gift, and an amazing gift. It is a treasure that we have received. We have won an amazing transcendental lottery, so to speak. And if we do not take advantage of the opportunity we've been given, then Srimad Bhagavatam says that we are no better than a butcher or one who kills their own soul. This is how it's been translated. Atma-ha. Atma-ha means one who is a killer of their own soul. Of course, we know that we cannot kill our soul. It is unkillable. It is eternal. And yet, Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj has told and written in his books, when Krishna says that even a little progress on the path, on this path of bhakti, can save us from the greatest danger, many of us may wonder, what is the greatest danger? He told what the greatest danger is. The greatest danger is again entering into this cycle, this repetition of birth and death, or samsara, to be trapped. So one who knowingly neglects all things which are favorable for us on the path of bhakti sets themselves up to re-enter this cycle of samsara. They are known as killers of their own soul, because it is halting our progress on the path of bhakti. So days like today give us an opportunity to reflect. I'm deeply reflecting in my own life. We have so much time throughout the day, 24 hours. Within that 24 hours, so much time, Prahlad says, is utilized for sleep. He said about half that time. That means eating, sleeping, showering, and doing other things. Then how much time do we have left? He says in our old age, we won't be able to remember properly. We'll have too many discomforts, too much pain, too much suffering. Maybe our minds are not good at such a time. And when we're young, we're too busy learning, playing, learning in school, and just our minds are running here and there like animals. And then there are so many other obligations that we take on. So we don't have much time in our lives to focus on Krishna Bhakti, on devotion to Krishna. But somehow or other, we have been granted an amazing opportunity. I read one of these self-help bulletin boards once, and it said, the key to success is to seize the opportunity. You know this word, seize? If someone says, I have a suitcase of $1 million, whoever wants it can have it. First come, first serve. Who grabs it first will get it. So the key to success is to seize the opportunity. Sri Lochan Das Thakur has told us about this in his bhajan, Ke Jabi Bhai Bhava Sindhupa, that all are able to cross over the ocean of material existence on the boat, the favorable boat, Harinamer Nokakani, of Harinam, with Sri Guru as the captain, the Sankirtan party with the upraised arms of the oars, and the favorable winds of Prem are pushing that boat across. All are able to cross over. Only myself, he's saying, Lochan Das, Aparnar Doshe, by my own fault, by my own neglect, by my own foolishness, by my own missing the opportunity, I have been left behind. The boat is going, everyone's going, but I'm standing on the dock and I've missed my opportunity. There's no guarantee that we will be able to continue exactly where we are at this moment in our next life. So many different attachments and distractions come. Things that absorb our minds. Whatever thing we are attached to will bind us in this world. So there's no guarantee. Even for personalities as great as Bharat Maharaj. Of course, we know that he's showing us by his own pastime, but he's giving an example.
So in somebody's house, then
So Tungaviti Didi is sharing a story. I'll try to repeat it properly. So there was one story about a certain kind of little bird that was very affectionate. It used to like kiss the cheeks of its owner. A little girl was the owner of this bird. And this bird was in the home of a devotee. So somehow they left the cage open, and in the night or so, that bird flew out and went to be with that little girl, who in her sleep rolled over onto the bird and suffocated it. It died. But her mother was chanting her anik, her mantras, and that bird's subtle body came to the mother and said, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I'm able to chant again." So we don't know what will block us, but our material attachments, and they come in so many different forms, so many different attractive forms. We don't even realize the deep things that we hold inside. I remember years and years ago, I was traveling on the order of Srila Gurudev. I think I was 35 years old. And I was thinking, I'm pretty much detached from everything. Gurudev ordered me to travel with my wife Sudevi, but I was thinking, I'm pretty much detached from everything. We have no home, no job, no bank account, no income, no nothing, just our seva. And somehow we were in Eugene, Oregon, where my father lived, and I wasn't spending enough time with him. He was getting upset about that. And I called and said, "Is it okay? I have a program in the morning and one in the evening. Can I come over for half an hour?" And he was upset that I wasn't spending enough time with him. And so he said, if you're going to be like that, have a good life. It's been nice knowing you. Goodbye. And he hung the phone up. I was 35 years old, and from deep inside, something came out. I was like, where did that come from? I was bawling my eyes out. I was like, what is this? I didn't even know that it mattered so much to me, what he cared. But it was from deep inside, and I've spoken with other devotees about certain kinds of attachments like this that they didn't realize they had, but it manifested from deep inside. We don't know what we have inside that may hold us, may bind us in this world. The more we focus our attention on material things and material attachments in this world, and family attachments are the greatest attachments, the less we will be focused on the lotus feet of Guru, Gauranga, and Radha and Krishna. Srila Gurudev has told that Ruchi is not two things for Krishna, it is one thing. You cannot put two swords in one sword case. So you're either going to have more attachment here or more attachment there. And so it is a matter of practice. Therefore, all of our Guru Varga, all of our spiritual masters have endeavored to engage us more and more and more in all of the activities of devotion and bhakti, so that our minds, our bodies, our words, our atma, our attachments, everything can be bound to the lotus feet of Guru, Gauranga, and Radha and Krishna, and not to all of the other things of this world. And so on this day where we have just found out that someone who is very dear to us is preparing to depart from this world, it is such a wake-up call. It is really a wake-up call. Is he ready? Are we ready? We think, oh, now he's diseased, but actually we're all diseased. We all have material bodies. We all have our karmas. We don't know when our time will come, and yet we think that, well, I'm okay. Hare Krishna. We think that I'm okay because I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm doing good. But at any moment for any one of us, anything can happen. There is a common thing that people do on New Year's Day in Mexico. They have a gun and they shoot in the air. Like, yeah, it's the new year. What most people don't realize is that the bullet will be at the same speed when it comes back to Earth as it was when it left the barrel. It's not like it slows down. It slows down at the very top. it is the same speed when it comes down. People are sitting at home watching television and finished. And they had no idea that that next moment would be their last. What am I doing with my time? What am I doing with my life? I hope that my last moment will be absorbed in Guru and Krishna and Seva. And if we're not practicing that in our living time, in our lives, then what guarantee will there be when that time comes? It might be a long time, it could be a short time. We don't know. We don't know if it's 10 years from now or if it is in the next moment or tomorrow. We don't have any idea. This is all preordained. But you see again and again and again through all of our scriptures, all of our Shastra, all of the words of our pure devotees, they want us to utilize every moment in remembering and serving Krishna. As Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada would say quite often, always remember Krishna and never forget him. He said that we must be Krishnamoy. Krishnamoy means our minds and hearts must be absorbed in Krishna. He said the moment we are not Krishnamoy, it is like there is a hole in our boat. And immediately, if you are not paying attention, water will start flooding that boat immediately. So we must be always absorbed in remembering Krishna. Tannama Rupa Charita Adi Sukirtananu. Always remembering and doing kirtan, sukirtan of Krishna's names, forms, qualities, pastimes, associates, and so forth. And by this, we can be almost assured. We cannot guarantee, but almost assured that our consciousness will be there. One devotee was hit while on Harinam Sankirtan, and as a result he left this world. And devotees went to Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj. He was doing kirtan, he was on Harinam. Where did he go? And they were very excited, thinking that he went directly back to Krishna Lok. And Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj said, Are Baba, death is a doorway. As he was in this life, he will continue. It's not a guarantee that just because someone leaves this world, that they attain perfection. Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad had this idea. He came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the forest, hiking through the mountains in the forest for months, and finally arrived in Puri, and his body was full of sores and boils and pus and everything. When Mahaprabhu saw him, immediately he embraced Sanatan. Sanatan felt so ashamed that he has embraced me in such a condition that I should just give up my life. I will jump under the chariot wheels of Jagannath Dev during the Rath Yatra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood his heart and told him, Are Sanatan, if Krishna Prem were so easy to obtain that all you have to do is simply leave this world, don't you think we all would have just given up our lives if that was how you would attain Krishna Prem? This is not the process. We must do bhajan. And Sanatana Goswami shared that same katha with Raghunath Das Goswami, who was feeling so much inspiration from the Lord, from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and so many of his associates, that he decided, I will jump off of Govardhan or enter into Jamuna and give up my life. Sanatana Goswami told him, no, this is not the process. You must do bhajan. And so thinking that, oh, I'm chanting and I'm remembering, and then if I leave, this is good enough. Where is my heart? Where is my attachment? Where is my consciousness? How do I spend my time? I saw one place, they said devotees are not to be judged from what they do from 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock in the daytime, but from 5 o'clock, 9 to 5, from 5 p.m. until 9 a.m. Then you will understand where someone's consciousness is. So what am I doing with my time? What am I doing with my life? Time is the most valuable and precious thing. We cannot take back even one moment of time. What am I spending it on? If we invest our time in things which are temporary, knowing that it will fail us, anyone who knows anything about monetary investments, even has an idea about it, will understand the concept. If you put $100 into something that you know is going to fail you, for sure, that's a bad investment, right? Mark?
They were just talking, I was hearing him.
Is this working? Switch, there's a switch on it.
And he was talking about time, past, present, future. This all deals with the material body, the material world, karma, and like this. He said, but in the spiritual world, he said, everything is in the present. So he said, when you engage in devotional service, past, present, future has no validity in your life. So what he's saying is, if you're fully engaged from moment to moment to moment, you're ascending to the transcendental platform, where there's no more reaction, no more suffering, no more anything. So, yeah.
Thank you. I think you all heard that, right? I think all the devotees also were watching online with that, because you spoke in the mic, so thank you.
Really important. And he said guru and devotional service that he gives you is taking you off the bodily, mental platform and activity, because you're doing karmic activities or speculation. The mind is always restless. There are no reactions. No guarantee, but the more you're engaged, the more you're on the transcendental platform heading towards the spiritual world.
Jai, thank you. The more we engage our minds, our hearts, our bodies, our words in the activities of bhakti, to that extent, we are connecting with the transcendental realm. Most important for us, here and now, actually yesterday we mentioned Panchanga Bhakti. Sadhu Sangha, Nam Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Mathuravas, Sri Murtir Shraddhaya Sevan. This is the condensed form of all of the limbs of bhakti into a very easy little package. 5 fingers, 5 processes. Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayana Swami Maharaj told that without Sadhu Sangha, one cannot perform the other limbs of bhakti properly. But simply in Sadhu Sangha, automatically all of the other limbs are accomplished. In the association of Vaishnavas, automatically there will be Nam Kirtan. In the association of Vaishnavas, automatically there will be Bhagavat Shravan, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. In the association of Vaishnavas, automatically there will be Mathuravas, residence in the Dham. Even if you're not physically in the Dham, you can be in Holland, or you can be in, where are you from? Russia, or you can be in the UK, or you can be in Badger, or wherever, Hawaii, wherever you're from. But if Sri Guru is giving the Harikatha of Braj, because Braj is their heart, then where that personality is considered not different, because they are revealing Braj. They are revealing the Dham, and they themselves are a holy place unto themselves. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani, walking, talking holy places. That's why we do parikrama of the Guru, of the pure devotee. Wherever Tulsi Devi is, do we think, oh, she's not pure because she's not physically in Vrindavan? No, she is Vrindavan, and we do parikrama. Same with any true Brajbasi, eternal associate of Krishna. Wherever they are, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that those mountains are Govardhan, the rivers are Jamuna, the lakes are Radhakund, Shyamakund, and Srila Gurudev would actually vocalize this. Oh, Govardhan is here, Jamuna is here, Radhakund and Shyamakund are here. Come with me to Vrindavan and bathe 3 times in Jamuna, and now we will begin our Harikatha on the banks of Jamuna at Keshigat. And he would transport us by mind and heart. Where the pure devotee is also Tishtan Braje. It is residing in Vrindavan. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told this, that Mathuravas and Sri Murtir Shraddhaya Seva. Sorry, let me just add something to the previous one. If we are in the Dham, but we are not taking advantage of associating with and hearing from pure devotees, this is considered not necessarily favorable because our minds, our senses can take over and we won't be able to touch the Dham. So it is told that so many persons come to the Dham. They come here only for sightseeing, and maybe some slight amount of bhakti sukriti will come. But it is millions of miles different than taking association from any Vaishnava within the Dham. And it is superior to be in the association of any Vaishnava, even if they're outside. Imagine if I told everyone right now, Srila Gurudev or Srila Prabhupada is giving Harikatha right now in Delhi. Everyone would leave my class at this moment, boom, including myself, we would all go, right? Because the pure devotee is giving Krishna. So this is an essential, important consideration. And the last one, Sri Murtir Shraddhaya Seva. Without Sri Guru or first taking shelter of Sadhu Sangha, we cannot perform any of the angas properly. So this for us is one of the greatest asset. Holding on to the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev. Our Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj has told that without Guru Nishta, all of the other activities that we do cannot grant us entrance into the kingdom of Paramartha. But even if we are full of so many anarthas, that one quality alone, Guru Nishta, is sufficient to grant us entrance into the kingdom of Paramartha. So holding on tightly, I'm coming right back around to this Bando Mui Sadhanamate. Hold on tightly to the lotus feet of Sri Guru, and under the capable guidance of Sri Guru, who is our captain, do all of the activities on the path of bhakti. Then we can be assured to make rapid progress to the realm of transcendental perfection. Yes, Prabhu? He's asking, what are the symptoms of Guru Nishtha? But now it's time for Arti. He's waiting here. But very, very quickly, the verse in Bhagavatam says, Bhayam ditya viniveshatasya isharapetasya viparyayo smriti tanmaya yato buddha avajittam bhaktyayeka yesham guru devatatma. Accepting Sri Guru as my heart and soul. That means that all of my activities, my words, even my thoughts, everything should be done in conjunction with what will be pleasing to my Gurudev. Our Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj spoke about why so many of the senior disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada fell away from the path. He said because during the manifest presence of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, they failed to question these 2 things. 1, is my service pleasing to my Gurudev? And does this service give me life? These 2 things. If we always question, is my activity, are my words, is my endeavor pleasing to my Gurudev? Then we will march on the path of Guru Nishta. And we should understand that if we are doing that right thing, we will feel an infusion of inspiration, of happiness, of enthusiasm and encouragement on the path of bhakti. To always question these things. Is my association going to be pleasing to my Gurudev? Are my words, are my activities, what am I doing? Right now, what I'm speaking, would Gurudev be pleased with what I'm saying? We should always question this. And it may be that we come up with the wrong answer, but if our intention is sincere to please Sri Guru, then 98% of the time, I'm giving a random number, 98, it will be that Guru is pleased. And if he's not pleased by it, then very quickly he will correct us if we are making that mistake. Mike,
I also think that if you have Guru Nishtha and you're following everything he's saying, you will feel that your Guru Maharaj is with you right here,
Yes.
right now. Not that he's there, but he's right here in focus in front of your conscious. Tell you this is good, this is not good. And you'll feel it if you have Guru faith in your Gurudev.
Yes. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada always would tell that I never feel separation from my Gurudev. He is always with me. And our Gurudev felt the same. Our Gurudev would always say, never mind, even if the whole world is against me, as long as I'm holding on to the lotus feet of my Gurudev, no harm, no harm. So this mood of, Gurudev said loyalty, loyalty. He said, never mind, so many will go here and there. We will never go to that place where criticism is made against our Gurudev. This is Guru Nishtha. Gurudev would tell these kinds of things. So, to develop a mood of loyalty, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur tells in that beautiful bhajan, Sarvasva tomar charani sampiya, orechi tomar ghare, tumi to Thakur, tomar kukur boliya jana humare. You are my master, kindly accept me as your dog. While sleeping, I will always remember your lotus feet. Whenever I see you, I will happily dance for joy. And anyone who's friendly to you, I will happily welcome them. Anyone who is against you, I will bark very loudly and scare them away. I will only accept the remnants of your foodstuffs. All of my activities and endeavors will be to please you. So this is a shortened version of Guru Nishtha. If you want the more complete version, I recommend reading Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj's biography, what Srila Gurudev has written, because that is the essence of what is Guru Nishtha.
One time,
I'm just saying that we're talking about how what pleases Gurudev. So we had sent a short video also on when Gurudev answered this question, how do we know if Gurudev is pleased? So Gurudev said that you will know if when your heart is happy, and that's a feeling which is not constant. So when we know with our actions, if our heart is not happy, that means Gurudev is not pleased. Because how do we get that reconciliation that Gurudev is pleased or not? And that is the reconciliation that if our heart is happy, Gurudev is pleased.
So Disha Didi is sharing that they asked Srila Gurudev, how do we know that Gurudev is pleased? And he responded, you will know that he is pleased because your heart will be happy. And this is one of the primary symptoms, because naturally, if you're serving Guru, then Krishna is accepting that service. If Guru is pleased, Krishna will be pleased. If Krishna is pleased, then automatically you will be happy. If you are feeling dejected or not happy in that service to Gurudev, then certainly you should think that this is not proper seva. Did I address it? Okay. You just recently posted that, right? A few days back it was posted. It's time for Aarti.
I tell one thing. One time we were in Gurudev's room and they were criticizing Gurudev about Maganuga and following like that. So Gurudev's sitting there and we're telling Gurudev, oh, they're learning more things about you, this, that. He said, no harm, he said.
Mike.
I am so strong, I can defeat the whole world.
Haribo.
I was sitting right in front of him. So this is Guru Nishtha. His Gurudev was with him all the time and he knew he was doing right. So he had no fear. If you have a little fear, it's because you're not following. Fearless.
Yeah, he called it Ugrastan, this very horrible, fearsome place. Srila Gurudev, Tungavidya just told me, because we just celebrated the anniversary of Gurudev's first journey outside of India. And she told me that when he first arrived in Holland, 40 devotees were there to welcome him. And he began weeping. And then when he went to the place where he would speak, again he started weeping. I have come here, and more than 40 have come with mridangas, kartals, garlands, and everything to welcome me. They already have a place for me. Everything is already arranged. But when Swamiji, our Srila Prabhupada went, there was no one. No one to welcome him, no foundation, no anything. He said everything that I am able to take advantage of is by His mercy, by His grace. He has laid that foundation. So yes, this is proof of complete dependence on Guru and Krishna, how Srila Prabhupada went and how he toiled. He really endeavored, he struggled for the service of his Guru with strong faith in Harinam. And by that you see, Hare Krishna. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai, Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai, Radha Gopinaju ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, and thank you. Hare Krishna. Sitting for too long. I have to go. I have another engagement. So someone else will have to lead Aarti tonight. Sorry. Aarti? Shri Radha Gopinaju Sachinandana Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Param Gurudev Saraswati Prabhupada Ki Jai. Radhe Radhe. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the disappearance anniversary